Today's episode is brought to you by Sincerely Shalia, my very own greeting card line, written and designed by me for real love and real life. Whether you need the perfect card to celebrate love, apologize, or say what's on your heart, Sincerely Shalia has you covered. So skip the generic and say it your way. Check out my full collection at shaliavinny.com/greeting cards and find the card that speaks for you. I can't wait till you guys check them out, and don't forget to let me know what you think. I love you guys. Hello and welcome to the Love This Way podcast, the show that exists to help men and women everywhere to be better at love. Never any gender wars or back and forth, just great tips to help you find and sustain the love of your dreams. Because love is a journey, but you still need direction. So I want you to grab your tribe and get ready, because each episode we're going to be talking about our real life issues, answering tough questions, and building solid relationships with one another as we heal, learn, and grow. I'm your host, your girl, Dr. Shalia Vinny, and since today is the first day of Black History Month, let's talk about why Black love is under attack and what we can do about it. Hey, my babies, happy Black History Month. With that being said, can we talk about a truth that so many don't want to talk about? And can we be honest? Because Black men and Black women love each other, but something is happening to us. Marriage rates are down. Commitment is rare. And even when we talk about love, it's often through pain or defense. The joke, get with a Black man and become a single mother, that didn't come from nowhere. It came from wounds. And the I don't need a man movement didn't come from arrogance. It came from disappointment. We're not enemies. We're just unhealed. So today, this isn't a blame session. It's an autopsy. Because if we're going to resurrect the beauty of Black love, the kind that builds families, wealth, and legacy, we have to call out what's killing it. The reality of what's happening to Black love starts with the numbers. Only about 31% of Black Americans are married, the lowest marriage rate of any racial group in the U.S. By 2020, more than half of Black men and nearly half of Black women had never been married. That's not coincidence. That's a crisis. Now, before we talk about romance, we have to talk about roots, because for centuries, systemic issues from mass incarceration to economic instability have stripped the Black family of its foundation. But somewhere along the way, we stopped rebuilding it. For Black men, many grew up watching women do it all. Mama was the provider, the disciplinarian, the nurturer, so they never learned what leadership and love looks like. They never saw love modeled through presence, only survival. Now that they're grown, some see marriage as a burden instead of a blessing. They think that paying bills equals control, and emotional maturity feels like weakness. And because the world constantly questions their worth, they seek validation in the easiest place they can find it: women's bodies. And for Black women, many became hyper independent not because they wanted to, but because they had to. They had to hold it all together: careers, kids, and broken hearts, while society called them strong, but barely called them safe. They watched their mothers carry everything and learned that softness equals struggle. Now they crave love, but don't always trust it. They want partnership, but the dating pool feels like a test of endurance instead of connection. And the result? We've become divided by design. Men feel unneeded, women feel unprotected, and everyone's walking around guarded, competing, exhausted. Trust between us has turned fragile because both sides are tired of carrying what was never meant to be a solo mission. We talk about generational wealth, but we ignore the truth. There is no generational wealth without generational love. We can't keep saying Black love matters if we don't start protecting it from within. I want to go deeper, and I want to talk about why we keep failing each other. Because we're not just facing a marriage problem, we're facing a morality and maturity problem. I mean, let's be real. Both men and women have become too comfortable with casual sex, casual commitment, casual communication. We treat intimacy like entertainment instead of a covenant. Too many Black men want access without accountability. They want the thrill of sex without the discipline of stability. They want the benefit of love without the responsibility that comes with it. You can't demand respect while being emotionally unavailable, dishonest, or inconsistent. If you're old enough to sleep with her, you're old enough to lead her. And leadership doesn't mean control, it just means covering. We've normalized bodies over bonds, and now men confuse masculinity with quantity. But when everything is available, nothing feels valuable. And that's why so many men can't recognize a good woman when she's right in front of them. And Black women, you're not off the hook either, because some of us have allowed trauma to harden us into pride. We confuse being unapproachable with being strong, and then we call it standards when it's really fear. We say, I don't need a man, when what we mean is, I'm afraid to rely on one. Black women are growing more frustrated and disillusioned. They see men who brag about sexual freedom but fear emotional responsibility. They crave depth but meet men still acting like boys. And some women, in response, start to mirror that same energy, using sex as power, validation, or currency. But let's tell the truth, promiscuity has a price. It desensitizes us to connection, it numbs empathy, it creates a culture where people expect betrayal because everybody's already experienced it. We barely go on dates anymore because people assume a meal equals a transaction. Men fear being used, women fear being disappointed, so no one shows up with sincerity. And this hypersexual, distrustful cycle makes genuine love feel unrealistic because after so many false starts, everyone's expecting the worst. We've built walls so high, the very thing we crave, which is intimacy, can't even reach us. And both sides have to face this truth. Marriage is not about ego, it's about endurance. Love is not about dominance, it's about discipline. So why are fewer of us getting married? Because we want love without dying to self. We want the photo, but not the process. We want the wedding, but not the work. We can't heal what we keep playing with. Yeah, there are social and economic barriers, but a lot of what's stopping us now is us. We'd rather debate who should pay the bill than discuss who's willing to build the legacy. We glorify hookups over households, temporary thrills over timeless truths. We think we're protecting ourselves, but all we're really doing is protecting our pain, and everybody loses. Hey, friend. If you're tired of those generic, impersonal greeting cards, I've got you covered. Sincerely Shalia is my very own greeting card line, written and designed by me to help you say what's really on your heart. Whether it's love, apologies, or just because, these cards speak for you. Skip the cookie cutter messages and send something real. Check out my collection at shaliavinny.com/greeting cards and find your perfect card today. We all see this. I know you do. Something has to change. It's so much damage that's been done. We wonder, can we even fix it? And where do we start? So I have some thoughts. I want to give some ideas I have to restore the Black family and Black love. Number one, we've got to rebuild before we blame. You can't heal what you keep blaming others for. Take accountability for your patterns. Even if someone else caused the pain, healing is the new rebellion. Number two, redefine readiness. Readiness isn't about having six figures or a perfect resume. It's emotional maturity, communication, self-awareness. If you can't manage conflict, compassion, or your own ego, you're not ready for covenant. Number three, you have to reject casual culture. Casual connections keep the community spiritually poor. Stop confusing convenience for compatibility. Protect your energy like your legacy depends on it, because it does. Number four, choose value over vibes. Attraction will fade, but integrity will hold you together. So choose someone who shares your values, family, faith, honesty, purpose, not just someone who looks good in your photos. Number five, relearn partnership. Partnership is not 50-50. It's 100-100. Some days you'll carry more and other days they will. But love is not a scoreboard. It's a stewardship. It's not about keeping score. It's about keeping each other. And last but not least, honor legacy again. Our grandparents didn't just fall in love. They built families, they built communities. Legacy starts when you stop treating love as a moment and start treating it as a mission. The world still needs to see what Black love looks like when it's whole. Here's what I want to leave you with, and I hope you take this with you. Black love is not dead. It's disconnected. We're not hopeless. We're just unhealed, starved of discipline, starved of examples, starved of truth. We can't build lasting love on lust. We can't demand loyalty when we glorify options. And we can't ask God for covenant if we're going to live in contradiction. Men, your body count doesn't make you powerful. Your ability to love one woman with honor does. Women, independence is beautiful, but interdependence is divine. And both of you, you're not at war with each other. You're at war with what's trying to destroy your unity. Men, you were made to lead, but leadership without love is tyranny. Women, You were made to nurture, but nurturing without boundaries becomes martyrdom. We need each other. The truth is, we can't rebuild the Black family until we rebuild the Black heart. Because until we start loving each other with honor, integrity, and humility, we're going to keep repeating the same generational heartbreak, just in new clothes. So if you're listening right now, please hear this. Love is not a weakness, and family is not a trap. And marriage is not a loss of freedom. It's the foundation of legacy. We can't keep letting culture dictate our dysfunction, because the only way we win is if we build again together. So let's rebuild what's sacred and let's restore what's been lost. Because the truth is, when Black love heals, the world heals. Now, if you need more help, you can always go to shaliavinny.com, book a one-on-one session with me. I love you. I'm here for you. And I'm going to see you guys on the next episode, okay? Today's show is brought to you by Sincerely Shalia, my greeting card line. Please rate the show on your favorite streaming platform, share it with one person who you think needs to hear it, and then ask them to do the same. Remember, good, better, best. Don't you ever let it rest. To your good is better, and your better is best. Until next time, your friend, motivator, and relationship strategist, Dr. Shalia. Bye.